I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Charlotte Hornets. It's been a tough bunch of games lately for Charlotte. Only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. One of the guys to watch tonight, Monta Ellis, such an explosive player at times, really dangerous when the fourth quarter rolls around, Shaq.
Yeah, Ellis, a.k.a. Baby AI, still has the speed to force defenders off of him. He's improved in the mid-range game also, but he can punish teams, especially if they disrespect him.
We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Freak in a 2-guard. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Terrence Jones. Then there's Payton. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Freak. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Freak. The rebound by Monta Ellis. And Jefferson gets it to go.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Ellis dishes to George. Indiana moving it around. Turner passes to George. Nice move. No good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Now here's Freak. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot no good. Great defense that time from Ellis. And it's Hill penetrating. That's tipped. Outside for George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Ellis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Ellis has got his first bucket of the night.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Payton kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Jefferson, a screen on George. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Freak. Shot's good. Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Ellis. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hill kicks to George. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's the dish to Ellis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. Freak gets the 14-footer to fall. Freak's got 9.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
Thanks again, Doris. And that one's good. Freak.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. And so it's Charlotte with it. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game to me is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at point guard. Zeller is out there with Batum. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Lynn in at the shooting guard position. Now here is Hill. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And he gets it to go.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Stuckey following the basket by Freak. Stuckey kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. And that's now 9 points here for George. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, the Hornets score.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hill dishes to Stuckey. It's back to Hill. Just his first attempt. The shot is off. And Charlotte will come the other way. Batum attacking. Here's Zeller. Stolen by Allen. Now the Pacers moving it up. Stuckey's got the ball. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in for Kaminsky. Jones comes in for Cody Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Payton in for Jeremy Lin. The Pacers making a switch here. Ellis is checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Hill passes to George. And Jefferson sends it back. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Freak. No luck. Excellent D there from Hill.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a pretty tightly contested.
Monte.
And now, let's hear it for your close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. He has 17 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And so it's Indiana with it. It's a 5-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
They've got Ellis. Turner is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Paul George, and it's Hill in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He dropped in 26 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. A truly dominating game from him in what was hopefully a sign of things to come. At least that's how the franchise is thinking, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
The train. The Pacers pull it in. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And George, here we go. And Jefferson sends it back. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis, and it's good. And that's now 21 points for Freak.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Hill kicks to Ellis. Turner with the screen for Ellis. It's back to Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Screen by Jones.
Move the ball. Stick it.
Wide open look. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hill against Payton. Turner with a screen on Payton. Kicks it to Ellis. It's Scott on the wing. To the middle. Here's Turner.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
We got this.
Pacers trail by 6, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Terrence Jones out there with Al Jefferson. Then there's Payton, and it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pass to George. Clock at 6. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. George has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Pacers. Screen by Jones. Payton drives in. Pass to Jones. Payton gets the bucket. Ellis with it. Stuckey outside. Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. They set the pick. Here's George. That doesn't go either for George. Charlotte leading by 6. Jefferson, a screen on Ellis. Payton with the ball, picked up by Ellis.
Move the ball and stick it to Mike.
Payton kicks to Freak. Elbow shot is on the way. And Charlotte again with the bucket. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Pass to Ellis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Jacks up a three. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Payton. Payton's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Pacers trail by 11. Ellis outside. There's the pick. Stuckey kicks to George. To end the run. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner comes in for Hill, and it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. And George with this stuff.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Timeout charge to the Pacers.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, Bogle addressing his team. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Connects from three-point range.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here's Payton. Here's Jefferson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And George, here we go. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Freak. Can he keep it going? The Pacers pull it in. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. George double teamed. Dishes to Scott on the wing. Hill. On the wing, Scott. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Payton dishes to Freak. Screen by Jones. Freak. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Turner passes to Scott. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Scott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Freak. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Pacers trail by 6.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And he gets it to go.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Screen by Jefferson. There's 53 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Freak. From the top of the key, he buries it. Freak's got 30. And so here is Indiana. They trail by 6. Ellis can't get it to go. And that's an intentional foul.
That's
36 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
And now, let's get it for East Base.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on the quick 3. Now here's Payton. Passes it to Freak. Goes up on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. That's now 32 points for Freak.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.